Check it out. Today's topic, we're going to go over some stuff. Why do people do this shit in the first place, okay? Is it because they're trying to be healthy? And I can tell you right now, I've never once heard somebody say, well, I've heard some people say it, but I've never really heard anybody say that they train 5-6 days a week to be healthy. It ain't about being healthy, all right? It's about being jacked, right? It's about looking a certain way because that's what basically brings you up in the social hierarchy. If you look a certain way, you're going to get more attention from women and you're going to get more respect from men. That's how it works. That's why people do this shit primarily. Now, some people will do it in order to look good for a show, or if they're trying to be as big as a fucking house and, you know, stand on stage in a banana hammock and, you know, win a trophy or whatever. Some people have that interest at heart. But for the majority of the people that train, I'd say 99% of them, they're all just trying to look better, more attention from women, more respect from men. It also helps you in business. There was a guy that I was actually listening to on YouTube, and he was actually getting into depth about how the better looking you are and the better shape you're in, the more money you're going to make. Okay, and there's some truth to that. There really is. You are definitely giving yourself a edge in life by being jacked and in shape. Okay, so then there's the catch-22. Well, how far is too far? Because let's face it, there's a lot of people that have an unfair advantage in the sense that they're taking performance enhancers, right? If it was all about just working out, dieting, and training, things would be a hell of a lot different. But the thing is, some people get on performance enhancers, some people get on more performance enhancers than other people. Some people are on TRT, some people are on SARM, so pretty much everybody's on something. And I can pretty much tell you, for the most part, just about anybody that has any type of size to them or that looks like they weight train have either taken steroids in the past or are currently on steroids now. All right, that's a given. And believe it or not, how you can kind of, I guess, gauge the usage, how steroid and performance enhancer usage has gone up dramatically. Just look at old pictures of people back in the 30s and 40s. For the most part, there wasn't people walking around all jacked. You did not see much of that. It wasn't as popular. A lot of people didn't. These gyms weren't as popular as they are today. You drive past the gym parking lot and there's not a parking spot, right? Hell, even in the middle of the day, most people should be at work. They're in there working out. I get it. I like to go work out right now, but I gotta do this video. But anyways, obviously the reasons do not have anything to do with health. And if anything, people are jeopardizing their health in order to look a certain way, more so than trying to get healthy. And as a side effect to that, they look better. No, people are saying, fuck health, I want to look a certain way and I don't care what I have to do to get that. I'm no different. I'm no different, okay? I have done things in my past that have jeopardized my health in order to look a certain way, to have lower body fat, to have bigger arms, bigger legs, right? To have more of an imposing look. And that's usually by experimenting with performance enhancers, because let's face it, guys, the stronger the performance enhancer, right? Unfortunately, the more the side effects. That's how it works. It's no different than if you think about your car. You put a cold air intake on your car and you increase your horsepower by 10. That's not gonna cause the same kind of damage as if you fire a supercharger on there with nitrous and then you blow up your engine or you screw up your transmission or something, because you're taking your horsepower way past where it should be, right? Again, another thing that you got to keep in mind when you start to take performance enhancers, your tendons. I've already had shoulder surgery on my right shoulder. Thank God. I took care of this one. This one I could get surgery on it. This one needs it too. I don't want to do that. But for the most part, I'm pretty good right now. But I can tell you, I'm very worried about it. Like when I get under a bench press, I'm not worried about not being able to press that weight up. I'm worried about ripping something. Because as you get older, the elasticity in your body starts to, you're less elastic. And what happens is you're more prone to injury. So if you think you're going to be 40-something years old jumping and doing what these 20-something-year-old kids are doing, you're going to get fucking hurt. Whereas when I was in my 20s, I could get under any weight. Yeah, the weight might beat me, but it wasn't going to hurt me. Okay, that's the difference between now and then. And again, this all stems from people trying to look a certain way and what they're willing to put their bodies through in order to get that done. The reason why we don't see most people looking jacked, with abs, in shape, is because it's work. It's fucking work. And a lot of people don't want to do the work. They can't even mentally fathom the amount of work required, even on performance enhancers, to look like you fucking work out. I can tell you right now, most people don't have the balls to even put that much forth. Give them the steroids. They're not going to be able to make them do anything because they're not going to diet and they're not going to train 5-6 days. They're not going to be in there actually getting something done. They'll be sitting on a damn bench talking to somebody, okay? That's not working out. And this is one of the reasons why I like this, a body, you cannot be gifted a body. Yeah, you can be gifted genetics, but for the most part, you're going to have to put some work in, okay? You can't just say, well, I'm going to go to the dealership and buy myself a new body that women are going to want to, sleep with you and men are going to take you seriously, right? You can't do that. You have to fucking earn it, okay? And that's where a lot of people get pissed, because in life, for a lot of people, all they have to do is just buy it. They've been gifted money, or this is easy to them, right? Making money is easy to them. So they think that it's going to be the exact same way, and then it's not. And then they say, fuck it, and give up. And they're like, well, I guess I'll just be fat, and I don't really care about the way I look because I've got all these other attributes. It doesn't work like that. Your physical appearance is every bit as important as the car you're driving. I can tell you right now, me and my partner have pretty damn nice rides, okay? We would both give those rides up. If it was between us gaining 100 pounds of fat or driving those cars would be gone tomorrow. I can tell you that right now. So I would much rather I'd drive a damn 4-cylinder Ranger before I would let go and let myself go to the wayside. And a lot of people do that in their 40s. They give up. They give up because they're not willing. They think they can't do it. Look, I talk to a lot of people, okay? And I can tell you right now, in your 40s and 50s, you still have time to be able to change the way you look and look incredible. There's tons of guys in their 50s that look better than guys in their 20s. That was that Franko guy. I mean, he's kind of skinny, but you know what I mean. Like, he's in shape, he's ripped, he looks like he weighs about 165 pounds, but he's still in his 50s and he's still working out, I mean, you don't have to have a bunch of muscle mass to look great. You can just get your diet in check for the most part. That's the biggest thing that most people can't give up, myself included. Last night I was hitting the Oreos, but long story short, it's important. Don't think that this shit isn't important, all right? I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown as to how important this is, all right? In life, and I know there's a lot of different influencers telling you how you're competing with different people. If you're a dude, I don't know what it's like to be a chick. I've never been a chick that I know of, unless I've been reincarnated. All I can say is this: you're in competition every single fucking day of your life. At your job, the woman that you're after, all right? I can guarantee you, if there's a woman you're after, there are other dudes that are also interested in that woman. You have got to be the best possible option in order for her to pick you, okay? That's a fact. If not, you're going to get your heart broken. That's all I can say. I go to level to get genetics, still have work hard. Genetics are also part of how your body responds to PEDs. Absolutely, 100% true. But there's not a swinging dick alive that can't improve on what they've naturally been given. I've seen some people with shit genetics, but if you're dieting and training properly, you're still gonna beat most people. You should be able to pull yourself out of that lower 80%. Okay, you should be able to pull yourself into the top 20%. Even with shit genetics. Like, I don't think I have the best genetics in the world. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I got decent genetics, but I've seen people that have a lot better than me. I still have to train. I mean, I always store fat in my sides. My back's fucked up, so it's hard for me to train, but I suck it up and I get through it every day. Again, because if I don't do that, I will start to slip, and then I will not be happy with what I'm looking at in the mirror. And staying on a little light hormone replacement therapy regimen, and here's what I meant by how much is too much, okay? If you're taking shit and it's affecting your health, it's too much. period. You should not be, if your blood pressure's out of whack, that's why I tell you guys, get your fucking labs done routinely. If your iron's too high, your red blood cells too high, your cholesterol's too high, liver enzymes too high, kidney function, all that shit needs to be in range. Thyroid. If you can stay in range and take whatever you're taking, for the most part, you should be good to go. All right? The problem is people think more is better, so then they take more juice, and then it ends up causing other side effects. It's like, yeah, okay, you got your bench press up to, I don't know, 400 pounds, but now your back looks like a pepperoni pizza. Nobody wants that. That's a side effect. Or you have gyno now. See, there are side effects. The more juice you take, the more side effects there are. And they might not even be side effects that you actually see. Okay? They might be, internally, you might be having shit happen. But anyways, guys, it's important. And don't let it go. Don't think that this shit's not important, and don't give up on it, okay? Do not give up on it, or you're gonna have your heart broken, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be tougher to ignore the work than it is to actually get the work done. I personally would much rather go to the gym 5-6 days a week and not eat shit 5 days a week, right? Than have to deal with the bullshit that goes along with not being in shape, okay? There is side effects to that. Let's talk about side effects. There are fucking side effects to being fat and out of shape. Major side effects. Bad side effects. I promise you're gonna have relationship issues. I promise you're gonna have shit at work, because what happens is an object in motion tends to want to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to want to stay at rest. And discipline and sacrifice is a part of success. Okay, and that's why you see a lot of people. Now, I have seen some people that all they can do is work out. That doesn't usually work out so well for them. But there's a lot of people that if they start training and they start feeling better about themselves, it spills over into their relationships and the workplace. They make more money. Okay, they have a better life. I'll tell my son, you don't have a fucking option. You have to weight train. You have to look a certain way or you're gonna get fucked. It's gonna happen. I'd rather him know this. Life's not fair. It's not fair. But you have to be able to position yourself, right, to be able to give yourself the best advantage you possibly can. Because life is not fair. There's all kinds of, it's the truth, you know? I'd love to believe that this is an even Steven world we live in, but it's not. You're gonna get fucked over. You're gonna get your heart broken. So go work out and be better than the top 20%, and that probably won't happen to you. I can't guarantee it, but you're lowering the odds. You're lowering the odds, okay? So it's important, guys, and I'm not saying to get on a bunch of gear. All I'm saying is try to stay consistent. I don't care if you're over 40, I don't care if you're over 35 or 50 or even 60. Don't let yourself go. And the biggest thing is diet. Stay consistent with your diet, stay disciplined. You can't say to yourself, well, I worked out, so now I can eat a big ass piece of chocolate cake. You can't fucking do that. When people do that, I roll my eyes. I'm like, no, you did not work off that big ass piece of chocolate cake. So essentially all you did was 2 steps forward and 3 steps backwards with your workout. And that's why people stay fucking fat, period. Because they can't put down the ice cream or the cake or the pizza or the cookies. That's my ass. I'd be in better shape if they didn't have those damn Halloween Oreos. I always gotta grab a damn, I like them. They taste good. They're fun to eat. They're orange, you know, that's why I like the shit. I don't know, I'm a kid. What am I gonna do about it? But obviously, okay, you have an Oreo, but don't sit there and wash it down with, a Supreme pizza and then have ice cream after the fact. I don't even know how some of these people get so out of shape. What's the people you see in the gym every day and nuts? Oh, I know. There's people all the time, and I see them busting their fucking ass in that gym. And it's mostly girls, to be honest with you. I'm talking on that elliptical, sweating. I mean, they're in there, they're busting their ass. There was a guy the other day, I don't mention names. He wanted to lose 100 pounds in 6 months. I said, the only way that's going to happen is if we chop your fucking legs off, dude. That's not happening. 6 months. How long did it take you to get 150 pounds overweight? It's not going to be gone in 6 months. But here's one thing I will say. The longer you put it off, the longer it's going to take to get that weight off. Realistically, 100 pounds is going to take you probably 2 years to lose. And if you're 48 years old, you got no time to fuck around. If you're 20, you can fuck around. I mean, I wouldn't even do it then because now you're really pissing on the best years of your life. But all I'm saying is if you're 48, okay, now you're not going to be, it's going to take you to 50 in order to look like a regular human being. Or even worse, let's say you continue to go down the path. You might not even be able to get out of fucking bed. And then it's going to take you 3 years to lose the weight. So, that being said, guys, people judge you on what you look like. You'll have a better life the better you look. Yeah, I'm telling you shit that most people don't want to say. Why? Because it's the fucking truth. And I can tell you right now, if once you accept it and just understand that's how the world works, life gets a whole lot better because then you have a direction and you know what you have to do. The one thing that you've got in your corner is most people do not want to do the work. That's a good thing. They're lazy. So that's the positive thing, is because, you know, you see most people, you walk over to the buffet, you go to CC's Pizza or wherever the hell these people go to lunch every day, and there's stuff in their faces. Guess what? If you eating clean and then you're working out after work, and get excited about that shit. You should be excited to go to the gym. You shouldn't be like, oh, do I have to go to the gym? That's that mental state of mind. And that's why I always tell people, get on a swole stack. This shit right here will help motivate you. It's not going to transform you into Mr. Olympia, but it is going to take you past where you are, and it's going to make you excited about working out because you're going to see fast results. Now, is this stuff, again, I'll be the first one to tell you. You can't, this stuff is not the only shit that, it's not going to do it for you. And that's what a lot of people, they think they're going to take a pill and they're going to wake up jacked. It doesn't fucking work that way, guys. I'll tell you that. And I don't care what celebrity you have holding a bottle of pills telling you, oh, just take this and now my dick works and I got, 10% body fat and I got all these women after me. No, it's bullshit, right? But what it will do is it will give you an edge and it will give you that confidence because you will see results faster. 10-12% increase is a lot when you're talking about, let's say you're trying to lose weight. You lose an extra, pound a week. That's a lot of fucking weight. Add that up over time. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is, okay? Or if you're trying to put on size and you gain, instead of gaining 3 pounds, you gain 6. And again, it's not all muscle, nitrogen retention. Remember, your body will absorb water and it will, it's not all muscle. You don't gain 6 pounds of muscle in 3 months. That takes years, okay? And that's another one I've heard people get confused on, is they think they're going to gain 10 pounds of muscle in a month cycle. Or just because you gain weight doesn't mean you gain muscle, all right? Just throwing that out there. But for all the people that are now just kind of joining on, the way you look affects your quality of life, period. It will affect your quality of life. You will get fucked over if you are not in shape. Repeat. You will get fucked over. You will deal with bullshit. You will get your heart broken if you are not in shape. Period. It's a guarantee. I will guarantee that will happen to you. So that's why this shit's important. There's so many people, going to the bar on Friday is important. Or getting some video game that just came out is important to them. This should be every bit as important, if not more important, than the car you're driving. Because people see you when you walk into a room, 9 times out of 10, they don't know what car you showed up with, okay? And I can guarantee you more people will be envious of you if you have a tight body. I know you ain't got to be Mr. Olympia or damn Chris Bumstead or anything like that, but just look like you weight train. And people will take you seriously. It will take you past that top 20%. And your life will be a hell of a lot better, all right? Because at some point, I can't really have sympathy for some of these people because at the end of the day, they chose to look a certain way, right? We got to put some responsibility on the people. We got to say they decided to say, fuck eating healthy, let me eat the cake, fuck working out, I want to sit on my ass and watch porn and jerk off with Cheetos. That's their decision that they made in order, that's what the direction they wanted their life to be in, and now they're dealing with the side effects of those decisions. But at the end of the day, we're all free, we can go and we can make decisions, and we can make good decisions too. Again, I know people don't do this shit to be healthy, they do it because they want to look jacked, because they know that's what's going to get them attention, that's going to get them more women, it's going to get you more respect. It is a much better life being in shape. And again, I forget who the guy is who's mentioned it 1,000 times, but he was basically like calling people out that work for him, like, you would make more money if you look better. He would, and I know everybody isn't blessed with good looks. I get it, you know. I'm no Chris Helmsworth, but, you know, compared to your average person, if you could just keep yourself looking at the very least well-groomed, keep the weight off you, work out, and just don't have like fucked up teeth, you're gonna probably be in the top 10 percentile just with those things, because there's so many people that do not give a fuck, right? So that's the one good thing we got going for you. Superman code, check it out. Oxy 20R and Hydroxy Bar are both going to be free. We're giving those products away with your order. Okay, you got to go over 125, okay, because that shit's expensive, and we want to be able to give you guys as much as we possibly can. Take advantage of that sale, all right? That sale is a badass sale. Those are two brand new fire-ass products. We will throw them in for free, added to your order. I got some things I'm working on, some surprises. I'll let you guys know when I decide to do what I'm going to do, but I'm super excited about it. And again, anybody, here's the thing. I talk to people all the time. I get phone calls. I call the people that you fill out the form, you're going to get a phone call from me. And I feel people out. And for the most part, what I get is, I want to do something, but I don't know if it's important enough to me to do something right now. And if that's the case, don't put your name on that form. Don't even bother thinking about working out. Let the dudes that are working out take your girl, and let the dudes that are working out take your job, and let them drive the nice cars and fuck the hot chicks, okay? Because that's basically what you're saying. You're saying it's not important enough to me to be able to get in there and get a part of that action, all right? I can't lay it any more bluntly than that, because it's the truth, okay? Have an awesome Tuesday. Please contact me if you have any questions. I'm always here for you guys. You rock. Again, I will answer the phone. I will give you one-on-one attention. I try my best to be as transparent as I possibly can be. Again, use code Superman, Oxy 20R and Hydroxy Bar, both for free. Check it out.